Yesterday, I couldn't answer what brings you joy. A friend of mine asked me during a meeting, can we talk about, as a check in, something that's brought you joy? And I want to be, transparent and honest that I was just so down in my thoughts about some of the things that have been going on throughout the week that I couldn't come up with anything, you know? And I wanted to share that because there are going to be moments where it gets hard during this full moon in Scorpio energy, maybe for you to be able to identify what brings you joy in the midst of so much loss, you know? And this morning I was going through my like morning routine to prepare to put out the daily energy. And I ran across some of my reflections and writings about what brings me joy. And I wanted to share that sometimes, in the midst of major life changes, transitions, letting go, it's all about the release, right? Like, how do you do that? Being prepared to do that. And it can also be a very ungrounding space to be in related to those transitions and major changes. And so I feel like returning to this place of what brings you joy in the midst of these major life changes and so much emotion is a very grounding practice. So I want to offer that as a place to recenter, especially as we are taking in content and just others' reflections on, what the current energy is. I want to offer this as a place to ground in this reflection. I talked about, and this writing is a journal writing that I returned to from April of last year, and in it I'm reflecting on a yoga teacher course that I signed up for, and just my gratitude and the joy from just being in the course and learning the things that I was learning. And I wanted to read just a little snippet of the end, and it says, "This is what brings me joy. Continue learning, reconnecting with certain people, places, and things that hold an adjacent energy to a difficult time period in my life, and the embodiment that when you let go, you can change your life, reclaim your identity, and move forward based on your truth. You have so many strengths, and yet you allow others to take away your power. When your words are dismissed, when your actions are mocked, your light fades because you don't stand up to being counted. You may say silently to yourself that everything is fine, that you know the real truth, but the universe requires you to stamp your authority so that you can grow fully into the wise one that you truly are, the wisdom keeper that others are waiting to turn to. By working with the element of fire to purge any fears that hold you back, you're more able to step fully into your power with Salamander, the elemental guardian of fire, as your ally." Okay, so the last part of this message feels like, you know, I at the beginning, I talked about, how much information we've received about this period, meaning full moon and Scorpio energy. The numerology of the day is 555, which is transformation, right? May 5th, 2023, our fives across. And there is a lot of advisement related to releasing, and different practices. I feel encouraged to give a different perspective related to the current energy around cleansing. What energy would be healing right now during this full moon in Scorpio? uh, and it's actually to voice your opinion, to say what you need. The Oracle card talks about empowerment, right? And standing up for yourself and not being counted out. Um, and so, yeah, it's important to get your opinion across. And so, in the midst of that deep emotion that you may be in, it's important to still work on your throat chakra. Don't allow whatever is happening right now to collapse your throat chakra to make you feel like you can't say what you need to say, even though things may be transitioning for you. And so the words associated with the throat chakra are integrity, truth, self expression. The color is blue. The kind of other aspects of the throat chakra that you have to work on are things like judgment, criticism, poor decision making skills. Two crystals that are supportive for the throat chakra are aquamarine and turquoise. And then lastly, two herbs that are helpful to support the throat chakra are eucalyptus and ginger. I hope that this was supportive. Follow me for daily messages.